Hello, my dear students. I missed you so much. This is Mr. Abul Hassan. We're studying Flying High 6. Please open your box on pages 50 and 51. Okay? Let's get started. Look at this phrase, money talks. Can you guess when we use it? Try to think of an answer for this. Good. We use it to talk about people or organizations that are rich and can get or do what they want. And of course, it's an informal expression. Vocabulary, buying and selling. 1A. Work with a partner. How many different names for shops can you write down in 2 minutes? You can pause the video for 2 minutes and try to write down different names for shops. Okay? Let's see how many different names for shops could you write down. Could you write down these? Sports shop, jewelers, bank, stationery shop, bakers, butchers, clothes shop, department store, electrical goods store, greengrocers, news agents, post office, shoe shop, supermarket. Of course, you may have written different names for shops. No problem at all. After writing the names for the shops, try to write down things that you can buy in the different shops in your list. For example, where do you usually buy chops and steaks? Of course, at the butcher's. Another example, where do you usually buy bread? You can say, of course, at the baker's. Try to make similar sentences like those ones at home. Complete the text with these words. Use a dictionary if necessary. Afford, bargain, cash, change, discount, receipt, refund, sale, value for money, waste. There's a clothes shop that I really like in the shopping center near where I live. I don't often buy clothes there because I can't afford it. Because it's too expensive for me. But last week they had a special sale there and everything was cheaper than usual. They had a discount of between 20% and 50% on most of the things there. I found a real bargain. An abaya that cost just 200 riyal instead of 700 riyals, that's a great value for money, of course. Because it's really cheap for an abaya made by a top designer. Anyway, I had left my debit card at home, so I paid in cash. I gave them a 500 riyals notes and they gave me 300 riyals change. I asked for the receipt because if you have problems afterwards, you need to have proof that you bought it in that particular shop. Once I bought a coat, but then I decided I didn't like it. I didn't want to waste my money, so I took it back and luckily they gave me a refund. Well done. Speaking, work with a partner. Ask and answer the questions. Do you have any change in your pocket at the moment? How do your parents usually pay in shops? Do you or your family usually buy things in the sales? Do you usually keep the receipt when you buy something? Money and banking. 4. Match these words and phrases with the definitions. Use a dictionary if necessary. Bank charges, bank fees, bill, cash point, credit, debit, current account, get into debt, zakat, lend money, give somebody a loan, overdraft, savings account, withdraw money. 1. An agreement with your bank that allows you to spend money when there is no money in your account. It's an overdraft. A bank account that you use to keep and save money. It's a saving account. Give money to somebody for a period of time, after which they give it back. It's what? It's lend money or give somebody a loan. Amount of money you have to pay a bank for the services that they give you. It's what? It's bank charges or bank fees. 5. A bank account that you can take money out of when you want. It's what? It's current account. Take money from a bank account. It's withdraw. 7. Money you give to the poor and is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. It's zakat. 8. A written statement saying how much money you owe for goods or services you have received. This is what? Bill. A machine that gives you money when you put a bank card in it. It's what? It's cash point. Money that you add to or take out of a bank account. It's what? Credit or debit. Start to owe money means get into debt. Listen to track 18 and try to answer the questions based. If you don't know any answer, we'll discuss it in our WhatsApp group. Also listen to track 19 to be able to read the words we have in exercise 6 and pay attention to the silent letters in these words. Speaking. Work with a partner. Imagine that you are going to open a bank account. What information would you like to know before you open the account? Make a list of questions like this one. Do they give you a debit card? Try to make similar questions like these. Here you have 5 minutes to read these 2 texts. You can pause the video. After 2 minutes, you can answer the following questions. What is the purpose of each text? Where might you find each text? Okay. As the text is too long, you can read it alone at home or with your partner and look up the new words and try to answer the questions. Okay. Here in these 2 texts, we have some underlined words. Let's check their meanings. The first word is incentives. The first underlined word is incentives. Okay? What is this word? Incentive means what? The things that make you want to do something. Everything that make you want to do something is what? Is an incentive. The second word is unpleasant. The second underlined word is what? Unpleasant. If I told you that this is unpleasant surprise means what? Not nice. Unpleasant means not nice. The next word is provided that. Provided that. Provided that means on the condition that. On the condition that. What is a branch? A branch is it's an office representing a bank in a certain area. Okay, you can say Al-Rajhi Bank has many branches in Saudi Arabia and all over the world. Text 2. Terms and conditions. Terms and conditions are the things that you accept when you make a business. Things that you accept when you make a business is called what? Terms and conditions. The next underlined word is proof. What is proof? Proof means what? Information that shows that something is true. All the information that shows that something is true is called what? Proof. You can read these questions and try to answer it. And if you have any ambiguous thing, we can discuss in the virtual classroom, inshallah. Here we have in this slide, he is differentiating between skimming and scanning. Of course, there are two different ways of reading a text. When you skim a text, like in number 2, text 2, we read it quickly to get a general overall idea. So, if you read something quickly to get a general idea, this is called what? Skimming. Skimming. When we scan a text, like in 3, we read it in more detail to find specific information. So, if you want to read something in more detail to find a specific information, this is called what? Scanning. Scanning. Exercise 4. Find underlined words in the text that mean an office representing a bank in a particular area. What do we call this office? We call it what? Good. It's a branch. Not nice. One from the underlined words we've just explained. Yeah, good. Unpleasant. Unpleasant. Unpleasant means not nice. Information that shows that something is true is called what? Proof. Good. On the condition that. On the condition that means provided that. Provided that. The things that you accept when you make a business or financial agreement, this is called what? Things you accept when you make a business is called terms and conditions. Things that you make, things that make you want to do something, it's what? It's incentives. Incentives.